Hi, this is Sophia Cartman, host of Dream Big Podcast Show, place to learn, laugh, and grow.
And this is Olga Karpman. Welcome to the Dream Big Podcast.
We're back with a new adventure. But before we dive in on the Dream Big Podcast, we have a riddle for you. I'm light as a feather, yet the strongest man can't hold me for long. I can fly without wings, swim without fins, but I can also make the earth cry. What am I? What do you think, big dreamers?
That's a tricky one, Sophia. Big dreamers, can you guess the answer?
Think about it, big dreamers. We'll reveal the answer after our intro music. Stay tuned, it's going to be a fantastic episode.
I am intrigued, Sophia. Big dreamers, this is episode 357 of the Dream Big Podcast, and it's time
to dream big!
Welcome to the Dream Big Podcast Show. We're inspiring you to shoot for the moon, take aim and go. We bring to you amazing guests who truly love what they do. Every day they're living their dreams, and so can you. Dream big, take action to reach your goals. Are you pumped yet? It's showtime, let's rock and roll.
Big dreamers. Today's adventure is quite unique, isn't it, Sophia?
Absolutely.
Today, we're diving into a world without... Can you guess?
A world without homework?
That's
I
clever.
love that. I love that so much.
Not quite, Sophia. We are talking about a world without plastic.
Cool. That's what my riddle was about. But I'd also like a world without homework. Think about it, teachers. Think about it.
All right. But let's talk about plastic, big dreamers, first. So, Sophia, let's understand what plastic is.
Okay, tell me about it.
So, plastic is a material made from oil that can be shaped into just about anything, as you know. From toys to toothbrushes, plastic is everywhere.
But plastic isn't all fun and games, especially single-use plastics, like straws and bags, which we use once and then throw away. They can stick around for 100 of years and hurt our beautiful planet.
I know, Sophia, that's really, really sad. Did you know that every year about 8 million tons of plastic end up in our oceans, even if we recycle? That's like emptying a garbage truck full of plastic into the ocean every single minute.
Wow, that's a lot of garbage trucks. And a lot of plastic, too. It's not just for the oceans. Plastics hurts wildlife and even us humans, too.
That's really, really sad. And we don't think about it on a daily basis when we buy another plastic bottle of water, right? So let's imagine a world without plastic, big dreamers. Imagine your local park clean, free of plastic wrappers. The birds are chirping, squirrels are playing, and the trees are standing tall. And the ocean without plastic.
The ocean! I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I'd swim so far and so deep.
Actually, birds, particularly seabirds, can become victims of plastic pollution very easily. They can swallow small pieces of plastic or get tangled in plastic waste. For example, the albatross birds in the North Pacific, they eat plastic because they mistake it for food, causing them all sorts of disease and death.
And the ocean, the beautiful, beautiful ocean. Plastic pollution in the ocean is one of the most visible impacts. Sea creatures often mistake plastic waste for food. For instance, sea turtles often confuse plastic bags for jellyfish. This blocks their stomachs, and eventually they get so hungry they starve to death. Think about sea turtles swimming freely without plastic bags, or seagulls flying high without plastic rings around their necks. Sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Hawaii has some of this stuff, like sea turtles swimming and jellyfish, so this can happen often there. Also, a lot of seagulls. But they're already working towards getting no plastic in the ocean, or at least around their islands. And then it'll be even more beautiful than it is right now.
You're absolutely right, Sophia. For example, Rwanda in Africa has banned plastic bags completely. And as you know, from Hawaii, a lot of islands don't give you any plastic bags or straws in the restaurant.
That's true, Mom.
We also have to think about microplastics that actually will end up in our body. These are tiny fragments of plastic, less than 5 millimeters in size, that come from larger plastic debris. Microbeads used in cosmetics and synthetic textiles. They are ingested by a variety of organisms and can make their way up the food chain, even reaching us humans through food and water. So next time we're buying this food that we think is organic and was caught wild in the ocean, maybe it had lots of plastic in it. And that plastic over time can lead to all sorts of health problems, including cancer. But Sophia, what do you think we can do to help?
Great question. We can start by using less plastic, like carrying reusable water bottles or saying no to plastic straws. Remember, every little bit helps. I actually have a cute poem for you, big dreamers. In a world of such delight, plastic's not a pretty sight. Light and handy, yes, it's true, but oh, the troubles it can brew. Plastic here, plastic there, plastic everywhere. In the belly of fish, plastic's not a tasty dish. No more bags, no more straws. Let's all pause and give a round of applause. For Earth is such a lovely place, let's not turn it into plastic space. So let's think twice. Let's choose with care for cleaner land, sea, and air. You and me, and even a bee, can keep our beautiful planet free.
That is a beautiful poem, Sophia. Thank you so much for sharing. And it's so true, big dreamers. We have the power to make a difference. Each one of us, one person at a time. So let's be like Rwanda and Hawaiian Islands, and let's dream big. Let's imagine a world without plastic waste and work towards making it a reality.
Yeah, let's do it! And don't forget, dreamers, to pay attention to our beautiful environment. Notice the trees, the birds, the flowers, the grass, and think about how we can protect them.
Absolutely, Sophia. Because we're not just dreamers, we're doers, right? Big dreamers, there are a lot of companies out there who do take care of recycling, reusing, and you can join them or donate, or you can start, of course, with the help of our challenge, which we'll get to later. You can do your part on a daily basis. For example, there is a company called the Ocean Cleanup. They develop advanced technologies to rid the world's ocean of plastic. They have created a passive cleanup method which uses natural ocean forces to rapidly and cost-effectively clean up the plastic already in the oceans. Or Plastic Pollution Coalition. This is the global alliance working towards a world free of plastic pollution and its toxic impacts on humans, animals, and environment. They advocate for plastic reduction and better regulation, and they educate about the dangers of plastic pollution. Or Surfrider Foundation. They have a Rise Above Plastics program aimed at reducing the impact of plastics in the marine environment. They raise awareness about the dangers of plastic pollutions and advocate for the reduction of single-use plastics.
Hey, big dreamers, if you're really loving this plastic-free adventure, do you want to help the mission going? Even when you grow up, guess what? You can! There are so many cool jobs where you can help the planet.
That's right, Sophia. You could be a marine biologist studying all the amazing creatures in the sea and finding ways to keep their homes plastic-free. Or imagine being an environmental engineer designing new and exciting ways to recycle or replace plastic.
Oh, and don't forget about being an eco-artist. You could create amazing sculptures from recycled plastic, showing the world we can turn trash into treasure.
And if you love talking and sharing ideas, you could be an environmental educator or advocate teaching people how to reduce their plastic use and why it's so important.
The possibilities are endless. So, if you got that plastic fighting passion, remember, you can turn it into a super career and be a real life hero for our planet. Does that sound really cool, Big Dreamers? Because that sounds cool to me. Today, I challenge you to start taking action now.
And for that, we got the perfect name for your challenge today, the Plastic-Free Pledge. Your goal is to reduce your own use of plastic and educate at least 2 other people about the importance of doing the same. Are you up for it?
So your first step of this challenge is, for the first 2 days of the week, keep track of all the plastic you use. This could use food wrappers, plastic bags, water bottles, and much more. Write them down in a plastic diary.
Second step, find alternatives. For each item in your plastic diary, think of an alternative that is less harmful to the environment. This could be a reusable shopping bag instead of a plastic one, a metal or bamboo straw instead of a plastic straw, or a reusable water bottle instead of a disposable one.
Third, make a switch. For the next 3 days, try to use the alternatives you just listed. Each time you're avoiding plastic item, give yourself a point. And of course, talk to your parents and say how many points you think you should get to get a prize.
Step 4, share the knowledge. Identify 2 people in your life who you think could benefit from reducing their plastic use. This could be a friend, family member, classmate, or even a teacher. Share with them what you've learned, or even better, share this podcast.
Step 5, reflect. At the end of the week, reflect on how the challenge went. Did you find it easy or hard to avoid plastic? How did the people you shared with react? Write your thoughts in the plastic diary. Remember, every little bit helps. By taking on this challenge, you'll help create a world without plastic. Good luck on your plastic-free pledge.
We believe in you, big dreamers, and we know that together we can make a big difference. And that's all for today, big dreamers. If you do like our podcast, please tell your friends and family about it, and you can give them just a link or point them to Dream Big Podcast on iTunes. And for these show notes, you can go to dreambigpodcast.com/357 And of course, please don't hesitate to give us 5-star review on iTunes. It helps us to stay up in the charts. It gives us encouragement to record more awesome content for you. Also remember that we are on YouTube Kids, and you can easily find us by searching Dream Big Podcast or just going in our show notes, and all the links to our social media will be there.
That's all for today, Big Dreamers. This was Sophia Cartman
And Olga Karpman,
reminding you that you have unlimited potential. Your dreams are not optional. You need to make them essential. So take massive action and turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion the way life was meant to be. See you next episode. Bye. And reduce, reuse, recycle.